So why is it empowerment is so important when it comes to both sales, either as a salesperson or an entrepreneur, or when it comes to leadership, whether it's the sales leader or general leadership? Look, great salespeople and great leaders do one thing in common. They look to empower people. When it's in sales, a great salesperson, they'll look to empower their client. They'll want their client to feel really good about themselves and really good about the situation and remind the client that they can trust their own ability to make a decision. They might not outwardly say that. They might not ask that question to say, are you feeling empowered or not? But they will do things that and ask questions and say things that will actually make the client remind themselves of why they make a good decision and why they're actually capable of doing this. Because a lot of sales just end up in no decisions. People sitting on the fence. So great selling is about empowering a client. A bad salesperson will disempower their client. They'll try to manipulate. They'll use fear as the main tactic to make the sale. They'll actually try to make their client worry and panic into making a sale. And you know what? That sometimes works, but that's not a sustainable way to grow a business. And that's not even right. A great leader will empower their team. They will make it all about their team rather than them. They will make their staff feel a heightened sense of self-empowerment. They will make them feel good about themselves. They'll focus on what their strengths are. And they will give them that confidence they need to be successful. A bad leader does the opposite. They rule by fear. They rule a lot by the stick. They also try to create an environment where it's all about them as a leader. They will also manipulate their staff. The word is disempowerment. So I think it's really, really important. I think a lot of people, just glaze over this, but to be a really successful salesperson and to be a really successful leader, you need to ask yourself, am I empowering the people around me, whether it's the customers I'm selling to or the team I'm leading? Are they feeling empowered in my presence? Are my policies, are my systems, and the way I'm talking to them, is that actually pumping them up? Or is that making them live in fear and panic? And I advise every single person who has to sell, whether it's just a salesperson, whether they're an entrepreneur, and every single leader in any capacity, whether they're in a company or working as an entrepreneur, are you doing that? Are you empowering the people around you? Or are you, maybe even unconsciously, disempowering them? It's one of the most important things you need to ask yourself and work on.